Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. I was shutting off my dehumidifier to prevent the background noise that I usually get. So that's where I was like, oh my God, I forgot to turn off fans and dehumidifier. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Today is Monday, so I'll be back later. And if anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedo.com. Having said that, I don't remember exactly when I said it, but I can look for it in my videos, but I'm sure some of you will remember. Like I said, I don't remember. I said the federal government was going to rehire some of the people they have been mistreating and letting go. Well, not the federal government. Well, the regime. Okay. And according to report this morning, and last night is when I read it, but I didn't have a chance. I was doing something else. I don't remember what I was doing. But I didn't have a chance to, oh yeah, I know. What I was searching for something else, and after that I got tired. I didn't have a chance to look for the phrase rehiring former employees. According to reports, they are looking, the government is looking to rehire the people they fired. And, but I did not know why I felt that was going to happen. And in the same article, they are saying that Doge is basically, those staff are terrified. Trump is no longer there, not Trump. Ileana is no longer there. The money bag to protect them. And the fruitcake is busy with other things, and he was, well, as we know how he is, if somebody close to you did something, just like they got the bomber, they should deport him, try him, sentence him, and whatever they have to do it. I don't care, but I bet you his family, his wife, and his kids didn't know about what he was up to. But this regime basically took them too and imprisoned them. The point I'm trying to make is the same thing. The money bag guy got into a major discussion with the fruitcake guy, and those employees, those dog employees, they are concerned, and I don't blame them. But there is something else that's taking place. I don't know if you guys heard it, that the cabinet secretaries, where the money bag man used to go around and does anything he wants, fire people at will, those people are rehiring and basically pushing out those people. They're not getting good treatment, but they are young, they're stupid. When the money bag man was in charge, they were abusing our federal employees. And now they find themselves at the receiving end, it seems like, of what they used to do to others. So, but I just wanted to give you guys a little background as far as what, I did not know that's what was going to happen. I didn't make the connection between Moneybag and Fruitcake having a fight, and more chaos would ensue, and the dogs would find themselves in the streets. But I did not know that's why I was getting those employees were going to be rehired. Okay, having said that, I don't want to spend much time talking on each subject. The Gestapo guy, we all know who I'm talking about. That's who I'm referring to when I said SM. If you ever see me say SM, that's who I'm referring to. I'm using code now. This guy, this is the first time I am getting him being concerned and a bit afraid. I'm sure you guys have heard the journalist from, I believe his name is Moran. I'm looking for where I wrote it, from ABC. Okay. And he wrote something on Twitter. I believe it's Moran. I thought I wrote his name down because I copied something. Well, I copied what he said. Okay. He wrote what was true. And him being put on leave by the station because the fruitcake guy and his spokesperson called the station and complained, and they don't want to get sued or whatever, the cowardice, they think by doing his bidding, or, I'm sorry, not doing his bidding, but obeying him or make deal with him will help them. That's not going to happen. He's going to come back for more. He's going to abuse you. That guy, I believe it's Moran. Let me see if one of you know. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about because it's in the news. Okay, Terry Moran. Yes. Thank you. Who was that? I'm sorry. I forgot to give you credit. Krista McCracken. Yes. The thing is, what he said is true. And it feels like to me the SM guy has trouble facing himself. And also, the way the news is talking about him, he's beginning to be concerned. And also, what's going on in California, believe it or not, is causing a lot of agita. And that white place, you guys know who I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Thank you, NG Hughes, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yes. The guy in that house, that White House, the thing is, he causing that guy to be reacting and threatening to be sending troops or, and that NCA, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's because they are scared. They are terrified. And SM is wondering if that thing is going to spread. They know. That's why they call fruitcake TACO, okay? Because he can just take off and drop something and maybe believe he didn't do anything, start denying everything. And they are beginning to be concerned as well, people around him. There is a feeling in that house, okay, that those protests will spread. And I predicted they will spread. If they are not spreading, they are spreading already, in fact, because last night in Texas, they were protesting as well, or they started protesting, and this thing is going to spread, or is already spreading. Fruitcake went on TV last night making statement, well, we're going to have military all over the place, blah, blah, blah. He's very concerned. But the point I'm trying to make is that SM guy, for the first time, when I focus on him, he's beginning to wonder how his behavior in this high-level position is going to affect his life. I know he's got money, okay? How that's going to affect his life when this gig is over. And this gig will be over. I know right now it's difficult to see the end. Trust me, I am concerned too, given what I'm seeing and their arrogance and the arrogance. Given what I'm seeing happening in CA, okay, and the arrogance of people in that house. And the threats they are making, instead of trying to de-escalate, they are trying to escalate to, making threaten people. They even threaten to arrest the mayor and the governor. But this is not because of anything. It's because they are all terrified. They think they can use violence and intimidation to quiet people, and it's not working. And this SM guy is freaking out. It's beginning right now. I don't know what happened to his critical thinking before. Now he's beginning to wonder. And he's not the only one. And something else. And I told you guys what's going to come for him. I told you I saw him sitting in front of a judge. That's what's coming. It's not now. Mark my word. SM guy will pay for all his arrogance and those people he has caused death and people who are suffering from kids right now who are separated from their parents, who are suffering. All those things he will pay. Yeah, but that's not his thinking. His thinking is, when this is over, what am I going to do? Will I be able to live freely? No. He's hurt too much. We've never had a situation like this before. In our country, we don't know the consequences when you have a regime like this. I wasn't there when Papa Doc left office and what happened to the people that used to be around him. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I already explained. In one of my videos, I told you what happened. They burned these people, they put tires, and they burned them alive. I'm not saying that's going to happen here. But when you get enough people angry, they turn on you. You never know. But this guy, it seems like to me, him and a couple of people, that doesn't mean they're going to sit back or try to approach this a little smarter. They are on this path of threatening their arrogance, okay? They're going to continue. But it seems like he's looking for his critical thinking hat to put it back on. He's scared of what's to come, and yes, this will end. And he's not the only one. Remember I told you guys, people will start jumping ship, and also that's why, I don't know how many of you heard of this, his wife tweeted some crummy thing, I don't remember exactly, calling Terry Moran so-called journalist. Yeah, but that's what I feel is happening with the SM guy. And yes, I told you about Doge. And the fruitcake guy, and I was talking to somebody yesterday, I'm like, this is so stupid. Sending out those, I'm going to use code, those green-wearing people and CA, okay? And then he's threatening to send active duty people. Okay. You know what? They're not going to be able to put this thing down. That's my prediction. This is going to get worse, and that's what scares me. And something I said yesterday, and someone brought it to my attention, and she's correct. I don't remember who said it, sorry. I responded, but I don't remember who said it. I said I show active duty people and CA, okay, or something to the effect that they're not going to shoot on us, on the public. And the reason why I said that is because I'm seeing the picture of people putting flowers in the barrel of those guys, of their weapons, okay? And at first, I'm not going to take it back fully, but I don't feel our troops will act the way the fruitcake guy is going to want them to act. Because I just heard this morning, to prove my point what I said yesterday, a lot of high-ranking officials at who's doing defense, what the defense agency, you guys know what I'm talking about, okay, are concerned. Well, I'm talking about military people. Firing on civilians, Americans. When I was reading it, and I wasn't reading it. I heard it from a lady from MSNBC. I wrote her name down, but I don't want to spend much time looking for it. It was on Morning Joe this morning, and she reports from that place, that defense place, that agency. She's the one who reported that they have a lot of concerns. And as I was looking at her, they know this is a a lose-lose situation. And that's why I feel, don't be surprised if they turn it down. And if they carry out the order, I should say, if they disobey the order, but if they obey it, they're not going to act and kill people. The people I feel who will do that, and that's what I said last week, is the DHS people. And also last week I said the other type of people who would fire on civilians are my guys within the group, or if Eggshed, okay, I'm going to call him Eshed going forward. If Eshed was able to successfully gather all the MAGAs, or as many MAGAs as he needs, from what I understand, they said they have 500. I mean, they have a lot more. Most of the military, from what I understand, are very conservative. But the thing is, that's the only way they would get a group of people to start firing on people. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you something else. I just read it. I'm going to use that as proof of what I'm saying to you. That big house is looking for people to work for Eshed. No one will take the job. They don't want to work for him. And according to the same article, people used to go crazy trying to find an opportunity to work with the top guy. This time around, they can't find anybody. Okay? And watch what happens. I'm saying, I don't know how to explain this. I'm seeing 2 blocks. Okay, if you guys can picture a wall, okay, made out of bricks, those, 1/2 inch by 2 inches, it's a rectangle brick, okay, and there's a wall, it's made out of those bricks, right? It splits in 2, and they are they no longer line up. They become like this. As I'm talking about this guy and him deploying our young people to CA, there's potential for a breakdown among the military. or between him and whoever he decides he wants to send, if it happens, because the blowback about him even mentioning yesterday, oh, I have 500 ready, I'm going to send them in, was not, it concerned a lot of people. And that big house. Okay? So, all those data, all those things that are being said, don't think they are falling on deaf ears. There's a lot going on in that big house that's frightening to a lot of people. And even Fruitcake. That's why he's screaming, yelling. He wants control. And the way he wants to go about it is not going to work. And what I remember, guys, I told you, as I'm saying this, I'm being shown something collapsing. He surrounds himself with a bunch of ignorant people, just like Papa Doc, ignorant people, in order for them to do the biddings. That's another reason why things are collapsing around him right now. I'm sure those of you who are intuitive or more in touch can feel it. The house is shaking. Things are not good. I'm not saying we're not going to see more, them doing nasty things to people, like, continue to deport people, continue trying to take, control, do all kinds of crazy things. I'm not saying that's going to stop. But the ground is shifting underneath their feet. The house is shaking. People are losing confidence because they know this approach is not going to work. And if we are hearing, it was on TV this morning, I believe it was Morning Joe. There was a lady, I don't remember her name, she works for the Washington Post, not the Washington Post, New York Times. And she was saying, right now, the military is holding, okay? They're not complaining out loud, but what she's hearing is they don't want to be taking part in this. Those data points, people in that big house and Fruitcake, is not making them feel very good. And he thought by now his arrogance would have convinced the people in the military that when I give you an order, you better do it. He's not getting the responses, the feedback that he would like to see, except for the people who work for him, that guy. Homo Man, that's his name. You guys know who I'm talking about, Homo Man. Yeah, the guy who wants to arrest the governor and the mayor. Except for these people who are doing his biddings for them. Obviously, he's too dumb to understand. Threatening people doesn't work. That's why the governor said, come and arrest me. Oh my God, that was epic. I'm sure you guys have seen this. The clip has been playing and it's online, saying, well, come and arrest me. His arrogance. Him too. I don't know how this is going to happen. I would be surprised next year around this time we are not watching the demise of these people. Homo Man and Nomi. You guys know who I'm talking about, the one that's in charge, that woman who plays, who dresses every day, cosplay, the woman who cosplays. So you guys know who I'm talking about. Yeah. I would not be surprised if next year around this time, they are out of a job. I can confuse time, but things are not going to turn well for these people. And they will not succeed in changing this country, our form of government, our democracy, dismantling our democracy. I don't feel they're going to succeed. And they're beginning to realize that, because the response they got yesterday and CA, the number of people going out to protest, instead of decreasing, it started like, I heard a reporter that was there said it started like dozens of people to hundreds of people to thousands of people after the fruitcake guy sent the green camouflage wearing people, I should say. Yeah. And people are not going to back down, and it's going to spread, and it's creating fear in that big house. That's my prediction, and it's going to crumble. And you know something I really enjoyed this morning? President Sheinbaum, one of my favorite presidents, she basically says she supports her fellow Mexicans. And the way she talked about, and it's true, these people are hard workers. They're doing the hard work. They're keeping our economy going. They are making everything cheaper. And the SM guy wants to deport them all. Yeah. I'm looking for somebody, as an example, okay? I'm having problems too because of what they are doing. I'm looking for somebody to install my my shutters for me, just in case there is a hurricane around here. I can't find anybody. Yeah. So, good luck to them. Okay, trying to hurt these people, but to go back to what President Sheinbaum is doing, she was talking, I don't know what it was, but she took on the fruitcake guy. She basically gave him a lecture on how dumb he is. She didn't call him dumb, but I'm going to call him that. You know, she said basically it's better to communicate, to talk, instead of hurting and violence against people. But we don't have enough time for me to get into all of it. I'll leave it there. Oh, let me see if you guys have questions. But Diddy, I don't have very much today because the hole is too deep. The only thing is they are asking for Josh Matthews says Nomi spent the whole budget. Yes, and he's now begging Congress for money. Well, it's not only for money. I guess she needs more costumes, that too. She wants a brand new airplane for $7 million. I couldn't believe when I read that last week or the week before. Oh my God. But yes, Diddy's lawyers are calling for a mistrial. I would be shocked. The probability of his lawyers getting a mistrial, please let me know, guys, if you hear anything since I've been on. But intuitively, they would have, that would be, they need a miracle. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking, Trini Pastor says 61 says something, I'll read it. But yeah, I'm still seeing bars. And the people, you know something else, what I'm getting, talking about this Diddy stuff, the best is yet to come. When I say the best is yet to come, I mean as far as evidence and the way he's treated people, okay? And everyone will corroborate his former girlfriends. I just can't believe this. Anyway, and also evidence about trafficking and everything else, the RICO thing, they are going to be, they are proving it. And like I told you, brick by brick, they are building that house, that cell around him. There's no way out. No. Okay, Trinity Trini Pasty 61 says, Krista, don't give up after 22 surgeries. Died for 45 seconds and came back after my conversation with Jesus. Wow, that's great. Yes, it is real. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I get up every day thanking Him for life and whatever comes. Yes, hang in there, Krista. Sorry to hear that. Okay. And let's see. Josh Matthews says, Katie Fang explained on her channel what the laws say about using the military. Of course, don't be the infallible. Oh no, he won't. Plus, she explained the loopholes. Okay, I think I saw something like that, but I couldn't watch. I had a phone call, but I think I saw a part of the Katie Fang thing. Yeah, she was, because I wanted to hear about how that Section 10 of the Pasi Comitatus, whatever it is, how that works. So yeah, yes, you're right. I saw the video, part of it. Jules Sisto says, somehow my phone went off. What did I miss? Everything. No, sorry. All right. I'm looking for questions. All right, I think. Oh, that's good news. Krista McCracken says new poll shows budget bill will cost Republicans everything. That's maybe I didn't know why I was seeing it. That was a while back. I predicted that Republicans would be out of office, and they won't get it back for a while. And I don't think what you just said make me feel like I'm gonna be right. And the way they are going about treating people, the way they are going about supporting Trump blindly, oops, the way they go about supporting the fruitcake guy, unbelievable. And the way the type of, defending him, like Mike Johnson yesterday on the on NBC, Meet the Press. I didn't see the whole show. I saw the clip. Well, yeah, something with strength. We got to use strength on the international arena. We got to use strength at home too. Threaten people, commit violence, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, let's see how well that turns out for them. But what you just said make me feel I'm going to be right. Oh, I almost forgot. I heard, excuse me, the money bag man. It seems like he's trying to get back on the good graces of fruitcake, because he retweeted something fruitcake posted about using force to put down the protest NCA. That would be very interesting to see, because, they need his money. Oh my God. The fruitcake guys, you guys, he has no respect for him anyway. Intuitively, and given the person that I am, that's the last thing I would do. I would rather walk away. I have with all that money. They want to cancel everything, fine. I have money to enjoy the rest of my life. I'd move away from this place until this is over. Yeah. Instead of going back and do mea culpas, it's not worth it. But hey, they deserve one another. I'm going to have fun watching. But the guy is going to treat him like garbage. Watch that. If he tries, I wouldn't be surprised, because it seems like to me, he was, as we know, he takes drugs. He probably is having, sober moments, moments of clarity. It seems like he wants to patch things up. Bad move. Very bad move. Somebody posted, I read it, but I didn't read your name. Is Moneybag going to retire? Okay, I got it. Della Jean says, do you think Moneybag is going to retire early? I don't think he's going to do that himself. He may be forced. You know what? I'm going to stick with what I have said and have seen in the past. He's going to be a multimillionaire by the time this thing is over, as opposed to a billionaire. And the way I am getting him, things are not looking good for him. I'm seeing him looking dirty, and it seems like he opens the door for somebody. He looked disheveled with a dirty wardrobe on. Those robes, people wear when you're in your bedroom? Yeah. Trini Pasty 61 says, Milu, my brother is now Minister of Finance and Economics in Trinidad. How is he doing? He worked 7 days since election and 425 with new government, praying for him to succeed in production. Check him for me. He's going to be fine. It's a lot of work. Whenever you have those positions, regardless of where you. But I'm not. As I was reading your question, I didn't see anything to worry about. Trinidad, although all those islands have their challenges, but I feel it's going to be okay. Okay. This is what I'm getting. Says, will New Jersey elect the Democrats as governor in November? I feel like saying yes, because although New Jersey has very red areas, but it feels like to me not too many people want another collaborator with the fruitcake guy. Now, let's see what happens. Are you serious? Marilyn H says David Pacman is moving out of the USA. I understand. He's the one, I couldn't remember his name. I believe it was Friday. I was talking about something about him, and I could not remember his name. Yeah. I can understand that, the fear, because they kept him. I think I was talking about him being held up at the airport. They interrogated him at some point. When you go through those things, it's very scary, and if you're not brave, it can get the best of you. But, but it can turn you into somebody's worst nightmare. Okay, I'm looking for, somebody asked me a question about, I believe, the FIFA Cup. Is that, okay, somebody is asking me what is going to happen to the FIFA Cup. I cannot see fans turning out in numbers. I don't know. I've heard the fruitcake guy talking about soccer. Is that going to be held here? I don't know. I think it's going to be held here. Can you guys help me? Oh, okay. Sean Greenwich says, he said he's preparing in case, but he's not leaving now. Okay, well, that's good. George Matthew says, California, Miel. Richards, Milo, answer personal questions. Oh yeah, on the evenings and Monday, this evening and Saturday evenings on the other channel. Chat Wadsworth said FIFA and Louisiana and California. I didn't know that. They can still be held. I don't know when it's going to be, guys. Let me tell you, I've said it, I've been saying this for a long time. and I've been warning you, I can, mess my time frame big time. I was talking about, I said the summer is going to be hot, and one of you posted something about Mars' position on the fruitcake guy, and something else, I don't remember. Something that's making an aspect with Pluto. I don't remember exactly what was posted. But it's going to be exact over the summer. I mean, I'm saying this because I've done it. I do it all the time. I make a prediction. And if you look at your astrological report, okay, the energy or whatever they explain in it matches with what I'm saying. That's why I'm using the example, and I was happy when the person posted that. This summer is not going to be like any other summer we've ever seen. Americans are not going to be happy. And unless the fruitcake guy decides to say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, that's the only way we'll get a break. But let me put it this way, I feel like saying the next 5 to 6 months, get ready, okay? So when I say get ready, what I mean is what we see in California, there's a very good chance we're going to see it all over the country, okay? Because the fruitcake guy think because he's scared. He creates situation, he thinks he's going to be able to control it and use it to act violently. And you know something? Even if he declare that, I don't remember the name of that law, that he can enact it. And if we are in a war or something, even that's not going to help. What I am getting, okay, I hope I'm wrong, or at least it's less than what I am getting. The summer is not going to be a pretty summer. No. Okay. So I feel like saying if it's later, better. When is it supposed to be taking place? I don't know when. MashaAllah, thank you, Pat Star. Shane Granny says, Millie, what do you see happening to ABC and the reporter? I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves, even if he doesn't leave right away. Okay. It feels like to me the big honchos at ABC, they've capitulated. They've been capitulating. So they are looking to not to do that, or not to let people perceive them as capitulating, because they are watching what's going on with the law firms that the fruitcake guys has attacked, and they are losing their best lawyers, and even their clients are abandoning them. ABC is evaluating all those things. If they were to fire Terry Moran, what would happen? Okay, their viewership, and people are already screaming at them about obeying in advance. It's a problem. So they may delay in firing him or something, but for some reason, intuitively, when I focus on seeing him being disgusted, he may leave and do something else on his own. I mean, because those guys, they do very well. They make good money. And he's a very good reporter. He's the one who was interviewing Trump, and basically every time Trump lied, he didn't say you're lying, but he asked the question in a different way. And Trump couldn't ask him couldn't say to him directly, well, why aren't you allowing me to lie? And Trump says, well, why are you, every time I say something, you find another way to ask me the same thing, or something to that effect. If you guys watch that ABC interview, the clip, I should find it and post it. It's that stayed with me. That it's probably about less than a minute long. But the way Trump was trying to get out of his lies, he kept on lying, and Peter Moran kept on, cornering him. And I think he's a pretty good reporter. So he can do other things, just like Don Lemon. Okay? So I don't feel this. He feels disgusted because he feels he's telling the truth, and in the majority of this country, I feel agrees with him. SM is a piece of something. You guys will you guys can make up your own nasty word. Ari says, I like the name Fruitcake Guy. Yeah, that's how I'm going to call him going forward. All right, I think this is it, friend. Thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. Oh, okay. The FIFA Cup will be held in 3 places. I mean, people will still go, okay, but it's going to be a hot summer, right? Because we have a lot of soccer fans in this country now. Well, a lot of people from the Caribbean, Europeans, Mexican, Americans are into soccer now as well, compared to when 30, 40 years ago, okay? Anyway, thank you, everyone, for coming and for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com. Please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. If you like the channel, please subscribe if you are not a subscriber yet. And please help me get to 50,000. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up too. That will tend to keep my videos, the algorithm. It will, it will incentivize the algorithm into showing my videos to a lot more people. So, incentivized. Sorry, I'm confused now. I don't know which one is right. You guys can tell me. So please give me a thumbs up. I will see those of you who like to come by the other channel on Monday evening. I'll see you there this evening. Till then, bye.